The curse begins. The night was darker than usual, as if the sky itself refused to shine. Deep inside the forgotten forest, a strange storm gathered. A storm not of nature, but of something far older, far angrier. In the heart of that storm stood a figure chained by glowing red symbols, the devil of the dark realm, Zaroon. For centuries, Zaroon ruled the shadows, feared by spirits, humans, and creatures alike. But arrogance has its price. He challenged the Dark Council, believing no power could ever stand above him. He was wrong. As punishment, he was forced to accept a fate crueler than death. Zaroon was bound to marry a human girl, a pure soul capable of breaking or strengthening the curse that held him. The council believed that binding him to purity would torture him more than chains ever could. A floating orb of light appeared before him, slowly revealing the face of a human girl. A soft face, innocent eyes, unaware of the destiny waiting for her. Zaroon stared at the image in silence. Her name was Ayla. He whispered darkly, "So, this is the soul chosen for me." The council's voice echoed around him. "She will be your wife. If she rejects you, you will fade from existence forever." Zaroon clenched his fists. Another punishment, another cage, another chain. But fate had already written its first line. Ayla's world. Far away, in a completely normal town, Ayla woke up from yet another nightmare. For the past 7 nights, she dreamed of burning red eyes staring at her from a dark void. Every morning, she woke breathless, her heart racing, her body trembling. Ayla was a gentle soul, raised by her uncle and aunt after losing her parents in a tragic accident. She never caused trouble, never demanded anything, and never spoke much about her pain. She simply lived, quietly, humbly. But quiet lives rarely stay quiet forever. As Ayla splashed water on her face, she looked into the mirror and froze. For a fraction of a second, her reflection wasn't her. It was a shadow with glowing eyes. She stumbled back, her breath sharp and frightened. When she looked again, everything was normal, but the fear remained. At breakfast, her aunt noticed her pale face. "Ayla, are you all right? You look tired." Before she could answer, a glass on the table cracked loudly on its own. Everyone jumped. Ayla whispered, "I didn't do anything." Rania, her cousin, smirked with hidden jealousy. "You attract strange things, Ayla. Maybe a ghost is following you." Ayla forced a smile, but inside, her fear deepened. Strange signs. Later that day, Ayla walked alone on the road. A breeze brushed her hair gently, then suddenly stopped. The air grew thick. Silence surrounded her. Then, a deep whisper touched her ear. "Ayla." She spun around. No one. Her chest tightened, and she ran home, feeling the invisible presence trailing her every step. That night, as she wrote in her diary, trying to calm her thoughts, the lights flickered. The window burst open. A cold wind filled the room. The curtains rose as if pulled by unseen hands. A shadow moved across the wall. A familiar, deep voice spoke inside her mind. "Why do you fear me?" Ayla dropped her pen in shock. "Who are you? What do you want from me?" For a moment, there was silence. Then the voice whispered, "You." Ayla pressed her hands over her ears, tears filling her eyes. The voice softened, almost comforting, yet terrifying. "Soon, you will understand." The presence vanished. Ayla curled on her bed, trembling, crying silently. Someone, something, was coming for her. The devil's reaction. Far in the dark realm, Zaroon felt her fear. He smirked. "She hears me. Good." But beneath the smirk, something flickered in his eyes, a hint of emotion he didn't recognize. The Dark Council gathered around him. "She is already tied to you," one said. "Her soul senses you," another added. "If she dies, you die," the leader warned. "If she accepts you, the curse may break." Zaroon closed his eyes. "This weak girl holds my fate?" He laughed darkly. Let her come, or I will take her myself. But destiny was already pulling them closer. The shadow grows stronger. Ayla's childhood friend, Sahir, saw her the next morning. Her swollen eyes, her trembling hands, her broken smile. Ayla, he said gently, talk to me. Something is wrong. I'm fine, she whispered. No, you're not. Ayla looked away. She wanted to tell him everything. The nightmares, the voice, the shadows. But how could he understand something she herself didn't? Sahir placed a comforting hand on her shoulder. And at that exact moment, a distant lightning cracked in the sky. Zaroon felt Sahir's touch from the dark realm. His eyes flamed red. No one touches what is mine, he growled. The night of revelation. That night, Ayla tried to sleep, but the walls around her felt alive. She heard thumping sounds from the corner of the room. Soft at first, then louder and louder. She stood up, trembling. Who is there? A tiny crack formed on the wall, spreading like a living vein. Black smoke seeped out, forming into a shape. Ayla backed away, heart pounding. Then the voice came again. You cannot run from me. Ayla fell to her knees, crying. The smoke shaped into a tall figure. Broad shoulders, long dark coat, glowing red eyes. A silhouette that felt both terrifying and strangely captivating. Ayla whispered, Please, leave me alone. The figure stepped closer. I cannot... Wife. Ayla gasped in horror. The symbol on her wrist began glowing bright, a mark she had never seen before, now shining like fire under her skin. Zaroon's silhouette leaned closer. The bond has begun, Ayla. The room burst into red light. Ayla screamed. The shadow rose above her, and everything went black. The end of episode 1.